Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our first lesson is subject and predicate. Children, please read and pronounce this topic properly. Subject and predicate. Please repeat, all of you. Subject and predicate. First of all, you should know what is a subject and what is a predicate. Before we get into subject and predicate, you all should know what is a sentence. You all must have learned in your previous classes what is a sentence, right? Hope you all remember what is a sentence, or you all have forgotten it. Okay, no problem. I will tell you what is a sentence now. All of you listen carefully. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. What is the meaning of complete sense? Which gives complete meaning. Okay? So, a sentence is a group of words which gives a complete meaning is called a sentence. There are different kinds of sentences. This we will be learning later. Okay? And now I would like to ask you, when I tell you sentence, what comes to your mind first? Yes, in your previous classes, the teachers must have taught you a sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, right? You all know to do this. Are you all following this while writing in your notebooks? Yes, very good. Okay. So now let's see some of the examples for a simple sentence. 4 examples I have written here. First one is the teacher teaches the class. The student studied hard for the test. My mom loves me very much. The bee drank the nectar from the flower. What do you notice here? Yes, the sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Okay, these are called simple sentences. Okay, so when we get into detail, you will be coming to know about the kinds of sentences and the other punctuation marks where we use. Okay, children? Okay. So now going back to subject and predicate, you all should know what is a subject and what is a predicate, right? So now we saw sentence. What is a sentence? So now every complete sentence has 2 parts. How many parts? 2 parts. First one is subject and the second one is predicate. Okay. So now what is a subject? First we will see what is a subject. First you have to read the sentence and find out who or what the sentence is about. Or a subject is a person or a thing who is doing an action. For example, if the sentence is about me, then I am going to be the subject. If the sentence is about you, then you will be the subject. If the sentence is about any person or a thing, that person or a thing is going to be the subject. Now you all understood what is a subject? Okay, now let's see the example. As we do the examples, you will understand it more clearly. First example is the teacher teaches the class. Here the teacher is the subject. What is the sentence about? The sentence is about the teacher. So the teacher is the subject. Okay. You all understood? The teacher teaches the class. Here the teacher is the subject because the sentence is about the teacher only. Okay, the teacher is teaching the class. The teacher teaches the class. So the teacher is the subject here. And now next is predicate. What does the predicate means? The remaining part of the sentence. Okay, that contains an action. Okay, what is a predicate? Predicate is the remaining part of the sentence that contains an action. Okay, so for example, the teacher teaches the class. Teaches the class will become the predicate. Okay, it tells about the subject. Okay, it tells about what the subject is doing. Okay, what the subject is doing here? Here the subject is the teacher. What the subject is doing? The teacher teaches the class. Teaches the class is a predicate here. Okay, what the teacher does. Okay, what is the action the subject is doing? So that is called the predicate. Okay. So now we'll see the full sentence now. The teacher teaches the class. The teacher is the subject. Teaches the class is the predicate. Now we'll see more examples. The student studied hard for the test. To find out easily what is the subject and the predicate, okay, now I'll tell you the easiest method of finding out what is a subject and the predicate. First read the sentence. The students studied hard for the test. How to find the subject in a sentence here? First you have to find the verb in the sentence. Okay, what is the verb in the sentence here? Studied. What is a verb first of all? A verb is an action word. Whatever actions we are doing, that is going to be a verb. Okay. So now we have to find the verb in this sentence. So what is a verb here? Studied is the verb. So then make a question by placing who or what before it. Okay, before the verb, okay, we are going to place a question using who or what. Who studied hard for the test? Who studied hard for the test? Yes, the students studied hard for the test. The students, that is your answer. So the students will be the subject and the remaining part of the sentence, that is studied hard for the test. Okay, action of the subject. Okay, what does the subject do? Studied hard for the test. Okay, action. It contains an action. Okay, The remaining part of the sentence that contains an action is called the predicate. So now in this sentence, the students is the subject and studied hard for the test is the predicate. Okay, so you all understood this now? Okay, very good. So now let's see some more examples. My mom loves me very much. So now find the subject and the predicate here. What I told you, to find the subject, first we have to find out the verb. Here the verb is loves. And then we are going to place who or what before the verb to make the question. Who loves me very much? What is the answer for that? Who loves me very much? My mom. So my mom will be the subject here. Loves me very much will be the predicate, because it is the remaining part of the sentence that shows an action. What does the mom do? She loves me very much. So loves me very much will be the predicate. You all understood this? Okay. So we'll move on to the second sentence. The bee drank the nectar from the flower. Okay, now you all tell me what is the subject and what is the predicate here? Yes, the bee is the subject, right? The person or the thing. The sentence is about the bee. Okay, so now first what you will do to find out easily what is the subject and the predicate? First we will find out the verb. Here, what is the verb here in your second sentence? In the second sentence, the verb is drank. And then we will be placing who or what before the verb to make the question. Who drank the nectar from the flower? The answer is the bee. So the bee is the subject. Drank the nectar from the flower is the predicate here, because it is the remaining part of the sentence which tells about the action of the subject. What does the bee do? The bee drank the nectar from the flower. So drank the nectar from the flower will be the predicate. Okay, you all understood this? Okay, now moving on to the third sentence. Third sentence, my dad's cell phone has a funny ringtone. Who has a funny ringtone? What has a funny ringtone? My dad's cell phone. So my dad's cell phone will be the subject, and the predicate will be the remaining part of the sentence, that is, has a funny ringtone. Okay, what does the dad's cell phone have? Yes, it has a funny ringtone. So has a funny ringtone will be the predicate. Okay, you all understood what is a subject and what is a predicate? Okay, now we'll again recall it. Subject is what the sentence is about. Okay, what the person or a thing does in a sentence. Okay, and the predicate is the remaining part of the sentence that contains an action. Okay, hope you all have understood. Hope you all have understood this lesson very clearly. So now classwork and homework exercises will be uploaded in your Google Classroom. Read the question, understand, and then do all the exercises correctly in your notebook. Thank you and Jazakallahu khairan. Stay home and stay safe, inshallah.